I decided to go live about this. I wasn't going to, but after what happened yesterday, I've seen that this has happened to so many other people, and the videos and posts, sorry, I'm not looking at the screen, I'm inviting a couple people. The videos and posts that I saw that this happened to other people actually gave me some solace, excuse me, after the last 24 hours. So hopefully this will help someone else that goes through this. So it's my daughter's 7th birthday, and yesterday I had a party for her. But before I get into the details, I want to give you some backstory. So for anyone that doesn't know, I'm originally from New York. I lived there my whole life, and I just moved a year ago out of a home that I owned for 17 years. I raised my 4 older girls there, and never had happen what happened yesterday. I'm going to try not to cry through this. So we moved down here a year ago, and where we originally lived was right on the lake, and we only brought one car when we moved because it was cost more to bring the second car than the car was worth, so we sold it. So the first 6 months we were here, we lived on the lake. We weren't walking distance from anything, and so we were home a lot. Once a week, my husband was home too, so we could go to our homeschool co-op. And later, right before we moved, she started in dance classes. So now we're settled in to a new place, and we got a second vehicle. So as a homeschool child, I try to keep her active in a lot of things. So I found 2 different church children's groups that she goes to on 2 different days. One of the churches, she also goes to this little choir practice once a week also. So she's getting to know the children pretty well at these places. She's also, this is her 2nd year of dance down here, started back up in September. So she's going to that too. So like I said, she has 2 children's Bible groups. She's also in choir, dance, and still going to the homeschool co-op. So I plan a party for her, I think. Last year we didn't do a party, we just went out and everything. So this year I thought, well, she's making all these friends. Even in the neighborhood we're in now, she has friends. 3 of the friends moved away since, but she still talks to them on a little game she plays, and on Messenger Kids, they have a little group chat. So I thought, well, I can plan a party for her because she has all these friends now. The first year we had only been here for 2 months. We didn't know anyone really. And now we even have made friends with people, with our neighbors. So I plan this big party. I get a bounce house for her, and we start handing out invitations. She handed out so many invitations that I actually ordered half a sheet cake to make sure I had enough cake for everybody. I had games, unicorn. She wanted a unicorn theme. That's the big thing with all the little girls. So I got a bounce house with a unicorn on it. I decorated. We got the big Mylar unicorn balloons. We got a little helium tank to do the balloons. I got all the unicorn decorations. I was out all morning, even though it was very windy and chilly at first. I was out all morning decorating, moving all of our extra tables down to the lawn near the bounce house in case everyone showed up. We had unicorn games. I made all these treat bags in the event that everyone showed up. You have to be prepared for that. I bought prizes for the games. We got meat and cheese platters, chips, waters, sodas, the whole thing. But I started about a week ago to feel, I think it's strange that I've only had one person say for sure that they're coming. I haven't heard from anyone else, so I'm starting to get nervous. I said this to my husband, and he says, I worry so much about me. He said, you better be ready for everyone to come. So I started praying. And yesterday was the party, and it was supposed to start at 1, and at 1 o'clock on the dot, the friend that we made from homeschool showed up with her 1 daughter instead of her 3 kids. And we waited about a half an hour before we played any games or anything, and nobody else showed up. So the 2 of them, because my daughter always makes the best of things, all these things she's enrolled in, everyone always says how she's so sweet. So she was making the best of it. They bounced in the bounce house. Just the 2 of them played the games. We had cake, we sang. So she had fun the whole time, and right at the end when we came in, she had tears. And she said nobody else came to my party, just one person. This was around 3 o'clock. The party was ending at 3. And I said, that's wonderful that one person came. That means one person loves you so much. And we had bought her extra presents, so she had like 5 presents to open. I said, and you both had a really great time, so be thankful for that. So I started to look for people that went through something similar and showed her that this has happened to other people, only they had nobody show up. So I got her calmed down, and I was going to go outside and start cleaning. And the whole time, as I was walking to the back door to go out and clean, I started praying that something good come from all of this. So as I open the back door, my husband says, go get Sarah. And I look at a mom with 3 of her kids that Zani talks to on Messenger Kids was walking across the street to come to the party. They said they were sorry they were late. So she had 3 of her best friends show up at the last minute. So we stayed out there for another hour and a half. Her mom, they're the sweetest people. We exchanged phone numbers, and she had the best time. They played all the games again. We had more cake. She bounced in the house. So I feel like that definitely was an answered prayer. And then Zani felt all better because, 4 friends showed up now, and she had fun. But I'm just doing this video so that people know, if you get invited to a child's party, you need to go. And not because of what you think of their parents or what you think of their parents' social status or social media or anything like this. You have to think that these children are friends, and inviting somebody to these parties that people usually put a lot of time into planning, and then they don't show up. The only one that gets hurt is this child. So I was praising God all afternoon. But if it weren't for God's intervention and them showing up, it would have been a disaster. So I know everyone sometimes gets busy, but of over, 40 people that we invited from 2 different churches where she's in children's groups, we invited the people that run the children's groups to, they call them pastors for the children, didn't show up. My understanding of a pastor is somebody that cares for their flock, teaches them, guides them. When I lived in New York, if we invited anyone from a church to come to something, they always came joyfully. So it was really disappointing, not only to Zani, obviously because she was crying, but to me, to see people that claim that they love Jesus, but pick and choose and select who else that loves Jesus that they're willing to have anything to do with. And I'm just going to end this by saying, I'm giving God all the glory for this, and I'm so thankful that Jesus was willing to eat with the sinners. So please share this video. I know I'm a mess. So that people know prayer does work, and the decisions you make in your life affect people. So if you do get invited to a child's party, please do all you can to show up. And I know for sure, no matter
which one of the people we invited. If they invited us to a party, I would immediately write it on my calendar and go no matter what. I would never want this to happen to somebody else. So, thanks for watching, guys.